What is up, everyone? Welcome to another Shadowverse video. Today we are doing a tier list for the second set of cards. I am joined by Cody. What's up, Cody?
Hail, adventurer.
So we're just going to go through set 2 cards. I have all of them here, but we're just going to talk about set 2, Infinity Evolved, and we'll just obviously tier them. F being the worst, S plus being the absolute best card in the set. Like the best, no question, just one. And then yeah, we'll just go from there. You ready?
Oh yeah.
Oh, and while we do it, we'll also talk about how good that card is in, or will be in Take 2, it's called. It's the new limited format.
Let's be fair, as good as we think it will be.
Right.
We've been wrong before. We're human.
But yeah, so we'll do that because that Take 2 comes out the day this video will drop. So hopefully you'll be playing it while you watch this video. All right, let's get started. We got Ligma. Big ol' Ligma.
Lumaga.
Yeah.
I like this card.
I think this card kind of stinks though. I have tried it.
I think it's bad, and yeah, I think it's bad in constructed, but it's probably gonna be pretty good in pick 2. I mean, this is essentially like hard removal in that format, and that's kind of hard to get.
Yeah, it's like soft. It's kind of soft removal.
It basically does 5 damage, right? Because you put the stun effect on 2 cards and you run over another one, so this kind of like wins the board. Which, to be fair, Big Forest is already probably going to be kind of good in Take 2. So this is probably a pretty good card in Take 2. I would say like actual game, this is like more like a C. But I think in Take 2, this is probably like a high B card.
I agree. So we'll put it in C because that's where it goes. I agree. I think it is. It's probably like low C, high D, but C is perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think it has really good utility in constructed, or not constructed, Take 2.
Definitely a cooler card than it plays, which is kind of unfortunate for it. All right, Tatana, is that how you say it? I always get it wrong.
Tatana. Tatana is correct.
This card's nuts. I think this card's really good.
A really good card.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't shine all that well because, well, I'm just not seeing a lot of Forest decks, and then when I do, they just kind of get run over. Forest just didn't get as much as it should have. This set kind of fell off a bit, but this card's really good. I think this is like mid A. I think it's very strong.
Yeah, I'm like high B on Tatana. I think she's fantastic. She'll be a lot better in Take 2. Like in Take 2, she's probably gonna be like, she'll probably be like a high A card pretty easily. But she is really, really good. I think she's a fantastic card. She really was made to help like the Rose Queen deck, but she also kind of just turned around and was like really good for the Roach deck too, and she's just a solid card.
Agreed. You know what? Let's put it in B for now. I think you're actually right. High B sounds better. Just because of where it is in the format. Okay. This is probably your favorite card, right?
It's not my favorite card, but it's the card I vouch for the most.
Gildaria is very, very good.
Yeah, Gildaria this is hands down, no question, like minimum an S tier card.
I think we vastly underrated it when we talked about it when it was first spoiled.
Yeah, I didn't expect the game to actually, oddly enough, like really build around this card, and then they ended up doing it, and it ended up being an absolute monster. Like I figured Rally would be slightly harder to hit, and it turned out no, it was actually you just did it by breathing. Exactly.
You do it by playing the game. It's the Tarmogoyf effect. It's good by just playing the game.
It's such a powerful effect. I mean, it wins the board from so many things, like outright. It threatens your opponent. It gives you more super evolves in your opponent without having to waste them on like Olivia. This card is actually just cracked. This is easily an S tier card in both this format, in constructed and pick 2. I think if you see this, you'll pick it. Unless like the other card with it is just unplayably bad. But there's very few cards in the game I would like pick over this in Sword. Like maybe Albert. If I seen Gildaria versus Albert, I would consider Albert over it.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't. I think Gildaria is actually better. But it's close.
Well, there's definitely, it depends. It depends. Close. Like there's situations where you would definitely prefer Albert. So yeah, well, just give it some thought for sure.
Definitely. Yeah, we'll put it in S.
S card, yep.
All right. The other card we were also quite wrong about is
Well,
Urias.
to be fair, us being wrong on this card was based around... Yeah, it was based around whether or not the on-play effect from Fanfare removing it would stop its stun effect, which it does. So thankfully, that's the case, because this card was about to be heinously unfun to play against. Like, it would have countered Odin. It would have been really frustrating. Luckily, that's not the case. This card is very fair. I think that this is like a high C, low B card. There's times where this card comes up and it's really, really strong. Most of the time, though, it just gets Odin to get punched in the face. But it has been seeing play in several topping sword decks as like a one-of, probably there to deal with like the people playing Artifact Portal to hit their Orcuses, or being really well held back in time to shut off like other decks' big plays. It is a fine card. It is good, but thankfully it was balanced properly, so we do not have to worry about this thing being an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, this is definitely a card that can scale well. Just the fact that Odin is the most played card in the entire format means that this card is just, I think it is high C. And like, it's a card I've recently cut. Drawing it just feels like almost always bad. And then when the one time you play it and you're like, yes, it's an empty board, I play it, I'm going to win this game, and I just get smacked with Odin, and like, it just feels awful.
Yeah, just play Odin, just deal 7 to your face.
Yeah, it just feels so bad.
Yeah, it's like the times where this card is like really good, it feels like the strongest card in the game because it just locks the game out and your opponent auto loses.
Yeah.
But boy, if they just play an Odin against this, I hate this card.
Completely agree. Okay. Lantham.
Okay, I want to be real. Originally, you were the one who did not like this card.
I was about to say, this is a card that I will take full responsibility for being completely wrong on. I think this card was going to be bad. Mostly because it's an 8-mana 5/5. Very below rate. And like, you're not wasting a super combo. Not super combo. Jeez, wrong game.
Super Evolve.
Yeah, Super Evolve, because it does kill 2 things. But like, it
kills 3.
Right, that's true. It kills 3 things. But like, I thought you would play this and then you would just die. The fact that it has aura means it plays really well into Odin, which I did not think about. And also, this thing also just takes over the game and never dies. It's way better than I thought. I think this is an A tier card.
Yeah, I'm right. I was about to say this is actually my favorite card of the set design wise, because it's just like a really frustrating card. And I like its artwork, and I love the English voice actor who was, the voice for this card. Just really cool card all around. Super, super good. And if you do play this with a ton of rocks, your opponent can literally be in a position where they cannot remove this card,
right.
like
and
at all.
They have to go face, and that's usually not optimal for them because you're playing.
Yeah, because then you can start like Normaning. You can just like super evolve, pop their board. It's really, and you can Odin with this out, and then super evolve this, and you win the board outright and push huge amounts of damage. This card is crazy good. I am right there with you. Like high A on this.
I agree. I also think high A. Okay, now we're up to Norman. And Norman is a card we actually did not rate because it came out after we did our review of the cards. And oh boy, I think this is, if not for another card that was also printed, I think this is the best card in the set.
I'll never agree with that, but I think it's as good as the other card in S tier.
It's so frustrating to play against. Like, sometimes they just play Norman and it's an unwinnable board.
See, I think the way that you're looking at this is from an Abyss player, right? You're an Abyss player, so you hate Norman a lot more than I do as a Sword player. I like kind of just shrug off Norman and kill it with Gildaria and move on. You actually have to sit there and deal with Norman, play 2 rocks, and your whole deck shuts off.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially in Aggro Abyss, they play Norman and heal, and you're like, okay, cool, I can win this game, because they forget about the rocks. If they play Norman and make 2 rocks, game is completely unwinnable. You just lose.
You can't push through. Like 4 of your swings have to go into rocks. What do you do?
Yeah, it's impossible to win that game. And a lot of players make the wrong decision and heal, and that's not correct unless you're at like 3. If you're at 3, you have to heal.
Sometimes you can heal rock is really good in some situations, but usually if you're above 3, you just double rock.
Yeah, you just double rock and you can't lose. This card's insane.
Yeah, very good card. Very good card. I think it's as good as Gildaria.
I think it was a bit of a mistake to make it only 1 Earth Sigil. just because it's easily splashable in the other rune deck, and I don't think that was the intention of the card. So that's kind of
no. This should have
annoying.
been. It should have been like 2 or 3.
Yeah. The effect's just very powerful for very little opportunity cost.
I agree.
Okay. Feline. The best alt art in the game, that's for sure. But card's very okay.
See, here's where I think we're gonna differ. I think Feline is an excellent card in a bad deck.
Okay.
Like, my issue with, if Feline was in literally any other deck, she would be a 3 of, and everybody would hate this card.
I think if she
But
was
she
in
is
Abyss, this card would be nuts. I agree. So I agree with you.
Yeah, I think like Feline is like, I'm gonna say Feline is like an A tier card or a high B tier card stuck in the worst faction. And it feels so bad because this is like if you'd win games, it's usually because this card wipes your opponent's board with impunity, and you live like 2 extra turns to slam like double Genesis on them. Like, Feline is such a powerful card because it has a really good early. It's like a really good early game card, just a 2/2 on rate with Bane. It has a really good late game utility of just board wiping your opponent or breaking their combos. Like, Feline is a fantastic card. She's just stuck in the worst deck. So, like, the card itself, I'm gonna say is like low A, high B. And then obviously for her being in Dragon and the fact that Dragon just kind of sucks, she's realistically like just a normal C level card because of where she sits. But she herself is definitely like a low A, like high B card.
Yeah, I agree with Chad. I also really don't like playing her early, and that's kind of an issue because there's not a lot of early plays that you really want to make. But yeah, I think this is like a C.
Yeah, I think I'm good with putting her in C just because Dragon is so bad and she really doesn't do it. She's not helping because Dragon doesn't need early game cards.
Okay, now we're on to Fenny, and I have a lot of thoughts on this, but would you like to go first?
No, I kind of went off on a tangent about Feline. You can go off on a tangent about Fenny.
Okay, I think Fenny stinks. I think this card, it makes your deck worse, and it is a trap. And I think this card should not really be played.
I don't know if I go that far. I don't know if I go that far.
That's very passionate about that.
I mean, that's okay. That's just bias speaking for sure. This card single-handedly like is one of the reasons Dragon has like a unique way to kill you. Like this plus, so you Fenny and then you draw double Genesis Dragon and you just kill your opponent. Like there's a lot of ways this card gives you kill lanes that you just didn't have. The problem with this card is we don't have enough ramp to make it good.
Right. That's the biggest issue right now.
Yeah.
And
like,
it makes
it's
it a
not
complete
that
trap.
the card, it's not that she herself is bad. It's that we do not have the cards to support her. So she is like a fine card. I think her strategies are like fine as C. But I think that Dragon just needs stuff. Like the Dragon was not at this set for sure.
Yep. I think she belongs right here. I don't think she's unplayable. Well, I don't think she's like a completely unplayable card that makes your deck really bad, but like I think it makes your deck slightly worse because
she makes you really high roll because you'll play her and you'll either pop off, draw the good cards and kill your opponent, or you'll play her and then keep drawing dragon signs. So
right, exactly. So that's the issue I have with it. All right. Next we got the twins. And I love this card.
Oh, we haven't even talked. We forgot to talk about the last 2 cards in Take 2.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we didn't. Feline, I'm gonna say is like a solid B tier card in Take 2. Fenny, I would say is like D or F. Don't pick it.
Yeah, I agree. Don't pick Fenny. Feline actually seems quite good. I think Bane is gonna be strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for keeping me on track, Cody.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, we got the twins. My favorite class, Abyss. I think this card is very strong. It's really good to like win an entire board without not a combo. I keep calling them combos. Freaking
Super Evolve.
Without any evolve, you just win an entire board. It's so strong. Just to be able to do that is great, and it heals you or you can just make an entire board. Like it's just such a cool card.
You can play, like your opponent could have to trade their whole board in you to take the board from you, and then you just slam one of these, make a bunch of foxes, and just sit there and shrug at your opponent and be like, can you deal with 4 foxes?
With all that being said, I think it is not good enough to be A. I think it is almost there.
Yeah, I think, well, see, this is the thing. You like to rate cards based on like the deck they're currently in, and I like to give people like my opinion of the card itself, like beside the deck.
No, I think that is the card itself. I think it is like a very high B, because B is great card. B is just a great card.
I think
like,
this
but
is,
it's not one of the best, you know.
Now my argument for this thing is like if this card was a Haven card, this would be horrifying. This would be like one of the most horrifying cards in the game if this was but Big Abyss really like lives and dies on Serb and not as much this card,
right?
So it's like it doesn't feel as broken in that deck, but it has periods of time where it feels like, again, one of the best cards in the game. But if this card was in Haven, or like like imagine if Dragon had this.
Yeah, this is a card Dragon desperately needs. Dude.
Yeah, like this is such a good card. I'm gonna say, like, for pick 2, I'm gonna come out and say I think this is like a high A card in pick 2, because very few decks are gonna be able to deal with this at all. If you reach this, it probably wins the game.
Are you living that far though in take 2?
Oh yeah, you're gonna live to 9.
Okay, because we talked about that. We talked about that before the stream started.
I don't think you'll live to 10. Right. I don't think you'll live to 10 plus like 2 turns.
Okay.
Right. I think 9, you need to be like getting ready to close the game or have something that's going to just seal up the game for you. And this does that. So like, I think in actual constructed, this is like a high B, low A. In pick 2, I think this is just always an A. I would pick this over Serb probably in pick 2.
Oh, I don't know if I'd go that far, but
I would probably take it over a Serb.
I see the argument.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now, my favorite card from the set.
Cheron.
Cheron or Charon? I thought it was Cheron.
It's Cheron. It's Cheron.
Okay. Making me second guess myself. I love this card. This is like exactly a card that I like playing. This is a very Jund card.
I think when it was revealed, I messaged you and I said, look, a Tim card.
Did you?
I think I did.
Oh,
I
did.
I did that with this and the Zombie Knight.
I know you did it with the Zombie Knight, and that was 100% correct. That's one of my favorite cards.
Yeah.
But this is also a very me card. I love it. I don't know if this is my bias, but I think this is very high A.
Oh, that's super biased. It's definitely not that good.
Okay, that's what I think it is.
It feels like it sometimes. This is like a high B card. This is a high B card for sure.
Oh, I don't know. I think this really makes it into A. I think this card's so strong.
No way, dude.
The way it fits in your curves so perfectly.
Yeah, but it's not like this just loses to like Alouette.
I mean,
like
does
Alouette
it, though?
can beat this.
No.
Yeah, Alouette can contest this.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it can.
No,
if you've given the thing rush, it can absolutely contest this.
No, it can't, because it has to attack your ward cards. It can't.
You're not always gonna have 2 wards played off of this.
You always have 2 wards played off of it.
Man's cheating. My man's cheating. I'm kidding.
I've never played 2 wards off of this.
It is a very good card. It is a very good card.
It's really good. Like you build your deck in a way where you get a 2-drop and a skeleton.
Yeah, I don't think it's an A tier card though.
All right, well, I'm putting it. Okay, we'll go very low, the bottom of A.
All right, I can give you the very
it's
bottom.
My
of
bias.
A. It's
but I think you're probably correct.
Yeah, this is like Tim's tier list. Tim's tier list. He gets to put it where he wants.
I love this card so much. This is my favorite card.
I'm gonna go ahead and just save you the trouble. Just Wilbur is A and Aether is high B.
I didn't want to get there yet. Cheron and take 2. Though.
Oh, Cheron and take 2. Probably really good.
Yeah,
I think that's really it. Probably just really good.
Worse. I think it's slightly worse than take 2 because you don't have that curve that I was talking about.
Yeah, it's like probably more like
1.
a B tier card, maybe even high C and take 2, depending on how good like you've tried. Like I would pick this if it was offered first and then just build around it, right?
Really good point. Yeah.
If this is like your 14th card pick legendary, you probably don't take it unless you've gotten specifically the stuff for it. But Yeah, if this is like a first pick, it's probably much better, but it's obviously worse as the draft goes.
I'm with you. All right, Wilbur. I know you already spoiled, but I agree with you.
Yep.
Wilbur is nuts. Wilbur would be probably one of the best cards, if not for Odin. Just
Yep.
It feels like every time you play Wilbur, they always play Odin.
And if they don't, you like just win the game. It's
very
crazy.
close. It does feel very close to that. Wilbur is very good. I think the Ward Haven deck kind of feels a bit like a trap. Like I don't think it was as good as we thought it would be.
If some games it is like, so if they do, because they don't ever like perfect curve every game, but the games they do and you don't Odin the Wilbur, it's like it's just an absolute nightmare to fight that deck. I think a big problem is a lot of the people who are playing it are constantly trading into your board instead of just hitting you in the face and making you trade into their board. And I think that's like, you're supposed to play Ward Haven that way because it is hard to actually get damage in early. So I see a lot of people like just misplaying Ward Haven and just like actually contesting your board when they should be like, you have to break my board with your guys. I'm just going to hit you in the face.
Right.
And like, if you just play it that way, it feels a lot better. But Wilbur is a big part of like that deck's functioning. So it is absolutely an A tier card. You could even put this in other non-Ward Haven specific decks and it would still be a nasty card.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely way better in the Ward decks because of the...
And pick 2, he is an S tier card. He is an S tier card.
I was going to say, I think this is probably one of the best pick 2 cards. We were talking about that before the stream. I think this is like probably best or second best. Probably second best because there's
only 2 cards that can out it, and one of the, like one of your opponents would have to have picked Odin as one of their legendaries, or it would have to be another Havencraft deck.
Right.
And they'd have to have exactly the priest, the 5-drop priest. Those are the only 2 cards that you can get that out this. So,
and while we're on the subject, I think Haven is going to be one of the best take 2 decks.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Haven will probably end up very good. A lot of their power cards are low rarity.
Mm-hmm. Aether. I think Aether is also a very good card. That's kind of held back by the rest of the deck. It's just yeah. It being a 2 power does hurt it, and then when you do play it on 7, sometimes you can't break a full board. And you have to just leave a board there. Yeah, which is quite an issue because you're only attacking for 5 with the Aether, and you usually just have to leave a board. Well, if Wilbert's propped, she's 6, but you don't. Right. But yeah, so not, they don't always have the Wilbert. No. Or if they do have the Wilbert, I've had the Odin, which I feel like Wilbert's fanfare ability is just put Odin in the opponent's hand though. Yeah, that's what it feels he gets like. The marker. He's always going to at least get the token, but the guys might not be there. Right. Yeah, I think Aether is a B tier card. Yep, I'm right there with you. I would put her 100% in B. And in pick 2, she's still good in pick 2, but she's a full build around essentially. So yeah, I don't really see how good it will be. Maybe I'm just not seeing it, but I mean, just boarding that many raw stats is probably more than good enough in pick 2. It could be, especially when you give them all aura and like most of the things that you could do to them would be unaffected. The biggest issue I have is the reason why she's so good is because they have ward, and because you can't break the board with her. So like, if they don't have ward and you're just playing a 2/4 and then like a bunch of idiots, you could just die. You could just die. That's the biggest issue I have with it in take 2. But yeah, I think she's fine. She's like just fine. I think she's a perfectly fine pick 2 card. Okay. Zwei. There we go. Thank you. Yep. I like this card. I like this card quite a bit. Yeah, she was a card I actually didn't think would be very good at all initially. I was like, oh, really? Okay. I didn't really think she'd like fit into the puppet theme as well as she did, because I mean, like, it was hard for me to like think about when I'd want to play her over just like controlling the board and waiting another turn to do stuff. And I found out that she's just also really good at controlling the board and doing stuff, and also providing threats and letting you like just tank up with the other puppets. She also gives you a really good use for all your 0 puppets stuck in hand. Yeah, I was going to say that. Sometimes it's really strong to just like play this and then like another 0, and then they can't break your full board. Yeah, and then you get to hit them in the face for like 6 or something else. It's like really God forbid you get to hit them in the face with
with the other puppet girl, but she's always going to die 1 health, dude. Apollo is really good against this card because Apollo basically just like screws you, which sucks, but
Right.
like Apollo just beats it by itself because you just go Apollo, pop the 2 puppets, evolve, deal the extra damage to her, and just trade in. And then you still keep the Apollo,
It's very
which is
helpful
really annoying.
that almost no one plays Apollo anymore.
Yeah, this is like really weird because Apollo is like so strong in this format because everybody's playing like the aggro abyss and then all that stuff. Apollo is good against all those decks, so he's just not play Apollo, guys. Come on.
I don't know if I can.
I think Zwei is like a high B card.
Oh, really? I was gonna say top C. You think it's a B tier card?
Yeah, I think it's a B tier card.
Wow.
It's really good.
See, I really
It's
like
really,
it,
really
and
good.
I thought high C was quite some praise.
No, I think
I'm
it's
with
in
you.
B.
I could put it here. I don't think it's.
Yeah, I think it's really
it's
strong.
A little bit better than Tatana, but maybe right here.
I think she's very, very good in pick 2 as well.
Actually,
She'll be a
Aether,
very annoying
Aether
card.
even better than Tatana? I don't think so. Maybe
No,
it's like
no.
this.
Yeah, she's definitely behind Tatana.
Yeah, let's do this. That looks better.
Yeah, what do you think about her in pick 2? I think she's going to be really good in pick 2.
I think she's gonna be great. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have to be in a full puppet deck. And
What
I think
portal legendaries would you pick her over?
what portal legendaries would I pick her over?
Because remember, the first choice will be 2 legendaries. So like, for example, like what would you,
Ralmia.
what cards?
Ralmia. I'll pick her over Ralmia any day.
Yeah, I would pick her over Ralmia for sure because you're probably playing a puppet deck if you're doing that. But I'm just trying to say, like, would
I
you
would
take
not-
her over Olivia?
Olivia maybe, but not Yudi. I think I would take Yudi still.
I would probably take Zwei over Yudi in some cases. There's definitely some situations I'd think about it.
Yudi's just such a good curve filler, and there's not a lot of
Yeah,
good
so is
threes
she
in it.
though. They're both good. Both
Yeah,
good.
and 3 and 5 are kind of the spots that are the hardest for that deck to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Puppet especially has a hard time with 5. I
Yes.
think it was really good that they got handed this card.
agreed. I still think Yudi is slightly better. Yudi is. I just really like that. I know you are
Yeah,
not
that
the
card's
biggest
fun.
fan. I love Yudi.
Yeah, it's a good card. It's a good card. It's super boring.
it is. It is. All right.
Carua.
How do you? I never get the name right.
Carua.
Is it Carula? It's Carua.
Carua.
Oh, okay. This card's great.
This card's insane.
This card's
This
card's
is
really strong.
Portal's A tier card
Yeah,
for
this
sure.
card's really good.
There-
I think
there, like-
What? Go on.
There are games that you just play this with like your super doped up artifact that's got ward and can't be destroyed, and they can't kill both it and Carlua, and your opponent is just dead. Like,
Yep. That's
this
exactly
card,
what happens.
the fact this card threatens to just kill your opponent by breathing is crazy. And what makes this thing worse is it basically comes down and wins the board instantly, and it pushes 5 damage into your opponent's face. Because you play this, you play beta,
Right.
this super evos, it runs over 2 guys, does 2 to your opponent, and then beta shoots them for 3. So you just get to deal 5, which obviously is great for Portal, because if Portal's dealing any damage to you, you know, you're getting close to that Gundam kill. So, and this lets you copy, this is another artifact copier, which, you know, I honestly am shocked they gave them this.
Right.
Like, this is a heinously strong card.
It is very strong.
This is also a very good build around in pick 2. I would say this is like, if you've gotten any artifact pieces, if this gets offered as your second legendary, it's a very strong candidate for an immediate pick over even Orcus. This is a very strong card.
Yes, agreed. So Artifact is strange. It's a deck like I never see anymore. Like after
Yeah, it's
after
really
the
weird.
first set, yeah. After the first set was like done and this one came out, not many people played this deck anymore, and it was really weird to me because like it was one of the best decks. So I'm like, maybe this deck is not all that good. And then I tried it. Like my video came out a few days ago now, and the deck just like was absolutely nuts. I did not lose a single game. I think, and I played a fifth one too because I usually just play 4. I was like, what? Like, why is no one playing this deck? This deck's nuts. And this is the reason why.
Yeah, this card's really, really good. Like it's definitely a card that I was really excited when they revealed it, because I was like, oh dude, it's like a non-evo requiring Alouette. That's great. And it is kinda. It's like a crazy card that you don't have to like really invest anything into, but if you choose to, it gets exponentially stronger. Like this is actually just a good card if you've got a doped up artifact to just play on like a clean board, not super evo it and just chill. And it's just great. This card's just fantastic.
Yeah, and even when I played the deck, I made a bit of a mistake because like I haven't seen the deck all that much, so I didn't think this card was going to be as good as we thought it would be. So I only played 2 of them. Big mistake. Just play 3. Card's great.
Yeah, just play 3. This card's insane. Yeah, if you get to like slam this back to back, your opponent's like just having a big cry.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta think of it, right? If you just play 2 of these back to back, your opponent's in lethal range for your big Gundam.
Exactly. Yeah, card's really good. Okay, let's talk about Odin now. We're finally there.
I don't want to talk about this card.
Let's talk about Odin. I'll start. I think this card might have been a mistake.
Yeah, I think this card was a mistake. I really hate that the entirety of the game is now completely, and I mean utterly, focused around this card. It is just gross.
It has worked in entire format, yes.
Yeah, the entire game is built off the back of this guy, right? Because even if your deck didn't have kill pressure before, like you really had to work to get kill pressure, this card just gives every single deck like 3 of these is lethal. Just so you're aware, 3 of this card is lethal, because the first 2 hit for 7 and the other one hits for 6, and that's 20 damage.
Yep.
Yeah, so like literally just repeat slamming Odin full Mongoloid will kill your opponent with almost no control from their end. Like there's almost nothing they can do. Tempo jamming an Odin into your opponent's face immediately forces them to play completely defensive or outright die. Like this card's just insane. It does really way too much. This card honestly just shouldn't be able to be evolved. Like completely fair. I think that it should not be able to do more than 4 damage unless you're playing like Havencraft with a bunch of the statues out, basically. This card is awful. I hate this card. It is also the best card in the game. Yeah, it is the S+ card of the game.
I think it's the unequivocally the best card in the game.
It's the only card that like every single competitive deck was playing at 3. Like almost every single deck. It's completely warped the format. It is hands down the best card. Cards that remove something and go face are very strong, and this does both. It's like that's kind of why I think like the Storm Haven deck is kind of neat, because you have 2 cards that do this essentially. You've got Agnes and Odin, so they can just keep going face if you're not like tempoing out with a bunch of guys. Odin is like probably not as broken in pick 2. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. He still will be very good in pick 2, but I don't think he's the best card in pick 2.
No, I agree. I think it'll still be, I think it's still one of the top maybe 5 cards in the set, but not the best.
Yeah, like imagine starting your sword run and the first 2 legendaries are offer you are Albert and this. Oh my god, dude.
Well, you got to take Albert, but yeah.
No, you get the I'm saying you get 2 legendaries for your first pick.
So you take geez, no.
Yeah, you get both. You start your run with a pair of legendaries, yeah. So like imagine your run starts with Albert and Albert and Odin, dude.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that would be heinous. And then you get another pick. I think you get 2 legendary picks that give you 2 legendaries each. One will be at first pick, and the other one I think is at 4. Yeah, guaranteed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Does Runecraft play Odin? Yes.
Sure does. Just literally every deck I build starts with 4 Odin. 3 Odin.
4 Odins, dude. Tim is cheating.
Wrong game. Play set
Tim is playing 4. This man is literally joining tournaments, cheating, and talking about how good he is.
I mean, if I could play 4 Odin, I would.
I would 100% play 4 Odin. I wouldn't even. I'd be like, yo, starting with 4 Odins. All right, good to go.
So good. All right, and then Grimnir. This is a card.
I think this is a B.
I agree. Yeah. Okay, I'm with you. I think this card's great.
I think this card's insanely good in pick 2. Honestly.
Yeah.
Giving extra value to super evolves is really powerful in pick 2, and the fact this gives any deck a good AoE, and it's a good early drop with ward and it trades well into 2 drops. It's a fantastic card. Like this card's good now. The decks that it is ran in, it's usually currently ran in like Ward, Haven, and Sword sometimes, because this plus Gildaria is really gross.
I see it a lot in Portal decks sometimes too.
Yeah, you do see it in Portal all the time.
I think it's pretty
it's
good.
Just it's a really solid card. I think it's better in pick 2. Like, I think it's more like maybe a low A in pick 2, but I think it's B in constructed.
Yeah, so this is a card where in the beginning of the format I thought was probably one of the best neutrals in the game. That's before I realized how completely broken Odin was. But yeah, I started every deck with just putting this in and then seeing where it went, and it was just good. Like, it's just a good card.
Yeah, like there's games where I play this with, like, I play this on the turn that I play Gildaria, and they just lose their whole board without me having to actually swing into it.
Yeah, that's exactly how that works.
Yep.
That's very strong. All right, that's our list, our definitive tier list. Cody, thank you for being here.
Oh yeah, dude. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. It's always a pleasure.
I actually kind of like the way this layout. Like, look at this cool layout. It's like a little good pyramid with like B tier. We actually finally got a D tier card. Our last tier list did not include one.
Yeah, maybe I should take away F. We're never gonna say. Maybe we will eventually. There's gonna be F cards.
I mean, we could put Kagamitsu in there just for you right now, I think, because it's anti synergy with the deck.
Hate this card.
Yeah, I think this is
so much.
I think this is the only one we can put in F because it is literally, with the way that you're trying to play the deck now, it's anti synergy.
I hate that card. This is probably my least favorite card in the game.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.